Over the past 6 months, Fall Out Boy have been giving us hints to their next album. In this video, I'll be telling you all the info I know about this album. But first, we need some context. Let's rewind. Basically, in 2016, the singer Patrick Stump showed the bassist Pete Wentz a song called Young and Menace. That song inspired the band to make an album. Now, Young and Menace was unlike anything they've done before. It was EDM influenced and it had a beat drop in the chorus. How did they think this was a good idea? I mean, I don't hate the song, the verse is pretty good, and I like the build up to the chorus, but then it's just tolerable. I think people way overhate this, but I still understand why people don't like it. Anyways, it was released in April of 2017, and needless to say, people were not happy. And by August, 1 month before the release date, they announced that they wanted to delay the album to January 2018, stating, "I'm never going to put a record out I genuinely don't believe is at least as strong or as valid as the ones that came before it, and in order to do that, we need a little bit more time to properly and carefully record solid performances." In September 2019, Fall Out Boy announced the Hella Mega Tour with Green Day and Weezer, and in November they released their second greatest hits compilation to accompany the tour. Also, I want to say, when I was researching this topic, I found this article about how Fall Out Boy was sued for overusing Young and Menace llamas. The puppets were created by... Quote, "The puppets were created by Furry Puppet Studio Inc., who have now taken legal action against the band. According to the puppet makers, the props were only licensed for use in the Young and Menace video, but have since featured at Fall Out Boy's live shows, on merchandise, during TV appearances, and have been turned into emojis. At no point did the plaintiff give permission for the puppets to be exploited in the widespread way they were. Furry Puppet Studio Inc. says the band have dishonestly and absurdly claimed to be co-creators of the puppets, something they say is impossible. The company say their original design for the llamas was done 2 years before they were contacted about the video." Anyways, the summer part of the tour was delayed a year because of something called COVID-19. You might not have heard about it. The point I'm trying to make is, there's a big gap between Mania and now. It's longer than the break they took between Fully Ado and Save Rock and Roll. It's not very comparable because they still toured and released some EPs in the last 5 years, but still. So Fall Out Boy's guitarist Joe Troman wrote an autobiography called None of This Rocks, and somehow some copies made it to fans before the release date in September. And one fan read through the book and found this paragraph. "As of late 2021, Fall Out Boy began to work on new music. It's hard to predict whether by the time you're reading this, these songs will have been turned into an album, or whether that album has even been announced. I hope it has been released or shelved because I do not want to ruin the surprise. For the first time in years, I actually love where Fall Out Boy is going with these songs. If this becomes an album, it will surely be a guitar album. And not only does that speak to me, the guitarist in the band, but I have been more a part of the process from the ground up than I have been in years. I feel a personal connection to these songs." Now this excited some people, considering Fall Out Boy's last 3 albums were more pop-based than guitar-based. You can tell by some of the comments. I hope this is true. I'd love to have a more guitar-focused album. I'm praying emoji, that this is true, and it'll be awesome. We need bands back in the charts. And I hope not. Well, maybe not that last one, but you get my point. Everyone's been waiting for a rock/guitar-based album for over a decade, and this paragraph seemed to confirm that the new music would be what everyone was finally waiting for. Things were looking good until this interview where Joe Troman states, "We were working on some stuff that was guitar-based. I don't know what's happening with it. I think it unfortunately went to the back burner. It would be nice to make a record where the guitar is a little more upfront. We did start that way, as a guitar-based rock band, and it'd be cool to go back to those roots. We'd have to find a way to do it that doesn't sound like Fall Out Boy from 2005. This disappointed a lot of fans, but it wasn't confirmation one way or another. On October 18th, this Forbes article was released. You may be asking, what does this have to do with Fall Out Boy? But if we scroll down right here, right here, it says, "And then Fall Out Boy, who are going to have new music in the new year." This article was talking about iHeartRadio's music showcase Alter Ego, which happens on January 14th, which leads one to believe Fall Out Boy might release a single a bit before then. And since music is usually released on Friday, we can assume the next Fall Out Boy song is going to be released either January 6th or January 13th. About a month later, the daily newspaper Chicago Tribune published their daily newspaper, and everything was normal. No, it wasn't, because on the 7th page there was this ad. It said FOB8, which obviously references Fall Out Boy and their upcoming 8th album. But there was no announcement of anything. It was just this ad. It also says, "If you build it, they will come," which was pointed out by this commenter as a reference to the movie Field of Dreams. Oh wait, that's me. It's also worth pointing out, if you brighten the newspaper ad digitally, it would reveal some strange object. The person who originally pointed this out got their post deleted. Oh wait, that was also me. I should also mention that they originally planned to tease Mania the same way.
Originally, we were going to put something in, I think, the Tribune or something like that. And
it makes me professionally horny.
Great.
Yeah, and all that did.
Perfect answer.
Yeah, and my response to that is like suicide.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, what are you doing?
I mean, the fans are super important to, to the journey.
This is going to be the end of your career. And here's the new song. That's terrible.
That's questionable.
Trying suicide.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, what are you doing? So there's parts of that totally sound like balls.
Totally.
And then there's other parts that sound absolutely trash garbage.
We're a band. We're not like Burger King. So like something that people are interested in.
Failure is not an option. And so you're going to go in there and you're just going to go taste, hard dick, whatever you want to say.
Congratulations. This is the end of your career.
2 days after the Chicago Tribune ad, they posted this picture on their Tumblr. It was the first post in 5 years. And if you look closely, you can see the reversed letters from the Chicago Tribune ad. About a week after all that, the Fall Out Boy bassist posted a video of him watching the movie Field of Dreams. He said the thing. If you have paid attention instead of speedrunning making Among Us memes, you might have noticed that this is the movie that was referenced earlier. So it was inevitable something was going to happen soon. 2 days later, a Fall Out Boy fan got this postcard sent to them. It has some beach on it and it appears to have song lyrics on it. There's also a link to a website called Sending My Love from Pink Seashell Beach, which appears to be a reference to a 20-year-old song from their first album called Sending Postcards from a Plane Crash. This website had the same image that was on the postcard and a button that said, "Do not open before Christmas." This is obviously a reference to the opening song of Fall Out Boy's second album, called Our Lawyer Made Us Change the Name of this Song So We Wouldn't Get Sued. And if you clicked on this button, it would take you to an RSPV thing. At first, it didn't seem like anything would happen with this website, but it randomly updated, and if you click on the pink seashell now, the screen melts and it says, "The beach was never real, none of it was." And around Christmas, a bunch of people got emails about a new website called Sending My Love from the Other Side. And it's interesting. It's got a weird video that I'll play for you right now. I have no idea what that means, but what I do know is that snippet at the end sounded pretty guitar-based. That's about all the info we got so far. My opinion is the next single will come out January 6th with an album and tour announcement. And the album will come out somewhere between March and May. My guess is April. Oh, and I made my prediction for what the song will sound like.
hobby's cool. He knows 7-Eleven was an inside job. He's not a fool. Bill Clinton can't trick this fraud. I would appreciate it greatly if you subscribe to my channel. I would like it if you supported my YouTube. I want money, please give me money. I like being rich. If you don't, I will throw you in a ditch. I like SpongeBob. He is square just like a block of cheese that is square, not the round world type of cheese. You know what I'm talking about. The type of cheese where if you dropped it from on top of a hill, it would be hard to catch. I would appreciate it greatly if you subscribe to my channel. I would like it if you supported my YouTube. I want money, please give me money. I like being rich. If you don't, I will throw you in a ditch. I would appreciate it greatly if you subscribe to my channel. I would like it if you supported my YouTube. I want money, please give me money. I like being rich. If you don't, I will throw you in a ditch.